Yo, what up, friends?
My man. You got you queued up.
Salute.
Hold on.
And what'd you guys think of Mike Tyson, man? Everybody thought Tyson was going to come in there and fuck shit up. And they were watching the videos. They're like, man, I've never seen Tyson look so tough, look so mean. What do you guys think, man? You think this was a legit fight? And I mean, or you guys think this was a stage fight? I've been hearing a lot of people talking about this.
I hate that stage crap, because just because you put on a conspiracy background music and do some slow motion parts of the fight and that's halfway profound, all the casuals were like, oh my God, he did pull his punches. Oh my God, he should have hit it when he should have. Oh, he didn't duck. He's 58. Calm down. He's 58. So everyone is like, fix it. Casual. Okay. He's 58-year-old man. Did you watch his last fight against Roy about 4 years ago? You can tell he slowed down a bit. I was at his last professional fight in DC back in 05. Trash. Okay. The fight before that, he got knocked out by Danny Williams, a bum. You know, I'm not saying a bum, but yeah. So if you really looked at Tyson's career, you shouldn't be shocked at what you saw. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it's a 58-year-old man trying to fight a 27-year-old man. I don't care if you think he's a YouTuber. This guy's been actually boxing for 6 years or so, and he takes it serious. So he's not just going to just get hit and let Tyson hit him. So yeah, I thought Jake Paul carried him after the third round. I thought Jake Paul he had a chance to really put some damage on him, but he carried him. He let him go to distance.
Yeah. And that whole undercard made up for the main event, man. I think the whole undercard was great, man. The opening of the main event, I didn't like that fight. That guy Goyat.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy that opening fight, but Shushu Carrington, he performed. He's looking great at featherweight. He's got range, got a long jab. That kid's special, man. He's a future champion. I'm saying it here. We'll come back.
I thought he bounced back from his last fight, because his last fight was very close.
Yeah,
that Shushu had, and then this one I was waiting to see how Shushu looked, and he looked damn good.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a future champion. Just like a person we forgot to talk about last time, Omar, was that those 2 rounds with Abdullah Mason on the Keyshawn Davis undercard. I totally forgot to talk about that last time. For a 20-year-old to bounce back like that, man, he's special.
Yeah, that was a crazy 2 rounds of boxing too, man. Shit, he got dropped twice in the first round. So,
bro, I said, put your hand up. He had his hand up. He just got caught. Like, God,
yeah. And we had some epic fights on the card. We had Mario Barrios and Abel Ramos. That was a very good fight, man, on the card.
Who is Chris? Chris is cutting up over here. Chris is cutting up over here. I think he watch that guy.
So said Diaz. We got all the boxing heads in the house now.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, yeah, we got to talk about Katie Taylor, man. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. A lot of people had Amanda Serrano up on the scorecards. Some people believe that we got Irish Chris in here. He stands 10 toes with Katie, and a lot of people think that Katie was dirty. These couple fights with Serrano. With Katie with her head. She had a bad cut. Oh man, what do you guys think of that fight, man?
Go ahead, Omar. Omar scratched his butt. I don't know what.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no, I'm here.
Oh,
he was. Look, I don't want anyone to think I'm being biased or anything whatsoever. But Amanda Serrano won that fight. I'm not going to call it a robbery. I'm not going to say, because it was an amazing fight. And do I believe that Amanda Serrano was at least up 2 rounds in the scorecards in my eyes? Yes. There were a couple rounds there, especially the 5th and 7th, or was it the 7th and 9th, where they just went and threw those clip beaters out there, just going to war. Hey, you like that? I was planning that all weekend. They were just going to war with those. And look, it was an amazing fight. I'm taking nothing away from Katie Taylor. Did she lead with the head too much? Yes, of course she did. Can I say that she is dirty for it? I don't know, but they said she had done it a bunch before that. You would have to ask Clever D if this is a thing that is continually happening, which I'm sure he will address. But the fact is, and I have I saved an image just for this show because I saw something really special. Amanda Serrano broke the CompuBox record for most punches landed by a female fighter and still didn't win the fight. And I believe, Clever D, correct me if I'm wrong, she was up by at least 100 some punches, 130 punches or something like that.
107.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. The Boricua should be champion. That's
those numbers sometimes, because I think it was Pernell against Chavez that he landed more. And like there's been a lot of fights where the fighter who lost or should have won landed more. And sometimes, not in this fight, say they landed a lot more in the early rounds and didn't do as much, that same consistency in the later rounds. I'm not saying that in this fight, so nobody jump on me like that. But me personally, when the fight started, one thing I did like to see about this whole fight period is that I'm seeing women on my timeline like talking about, I can't wait to watch this fight. You know what I'm saying? Never seen them ever talk about Katie Taylor or Amanda Serrano. Never. Just women in general talk about they can't wait for this fight. And dudes saying this was the best fight. My dad ruined the fight for me. I was watching my homeboy's house and the joint was slow and it ruined the scorecard for me. I was like, God dog it. But the fact that everybody's talking about this fight is the beauty that Jake Paul does bring eyes, and that way other fighters can be showcased on his platform. So that's why people say, do you like or hate Jake Paul? I kind of like an aspect of other people, common folks, can see the actual good boxers on his own. Now, with this fight, kind of like the last fight, Serrano came in and rocked her early. I think it was the first or second round when he
first round rocked her. Yep.
And with those 2-minute rounds with females, it's all action. It is straight all action. They don't have time.
Dude, woo, all action.
I want them to go 3 rounds, but 2-minute rounds like this, jeez, Louise. I'll say this. I don't think it's a robbery, because when people say robbery, it's like they didn't watch Shockey Foster against Consencio. I probably butchered his name. Like, there's real robberies in boxing, like Tim Bradley against Pacquiao. Like, there's real robberies, and then there's close fights. Close fights aren't robberies.
Yeah, you can't call a close fight a robbery. You know?
Exactly.
Agreed.
So this was like with Taylor getting it, I was shocked. I thought that Serrano, kind of like the last fight, either Serrano edged her out or a draw. My main problem with this fight, as someone alluded to earlier about the headbutting, how do you headbutt somebody 4 times and only 1 point is taken? I don't understand that. That's brand new school boxing. I don't know what these refs are doing, but if you headbutt somebody 4 times and only 1 point is taken, that ref should not be allowed to ref anymore. I might have to ask Josh about that at 86 Boxing. Like, what's his expertise when it comes to that? Because he's
I mean, it seems like some people are disagreeing with you, though, that they think, and again, you did mention how the CompuBox numbers are obviously not always going to be accurate. It's hard to make sure that you get, even AI can't even capture all the punches accurately. I mean, so it seems like a lot of people in the chat are actually thinking or calling it a robbery. Also, Angel,
a lot of punches, but what if I punch you to the arm? What if I punch you, the shoulder?
Right.
Or you block it. Or you block it.
Judges look at it. They're looking for clean, effective punching.
There you go. Yes.
Defense. There's a lot of things that other judges look at. Every judge is different. In the sport. That's
ring generalship. Like who's stalking who down, who's backing who. Like it's who's cutting the ring off against stuff. Like if I'm punching just a punch and I'm hitting you the arm, the chest, things of that nature. I'm not really hitting your size or your face. I'm still scoring, but are you really scoring? So.
Hey, Chris, it's all good. I know from your handle, we know you wanted Katie to win, so we know you're going to be caping for Katie right now. Is the only one in the chat saying Katie won.
He look like his dog the way he little typing. Call me Dame Drops. I'm gonna get on you.
Yeah, Chris was defending Katie heavy, man, heavy. We were arguing.
He does not agree with you at all.
Not Rob, but I mean, she should have won twice in my books, in both fights, So
well, and not to mention she should have won. Yeah, the last fight.
No, the first fight was very close. Very close.
Yes, it was much closer.
Fight of the year, love them both.
This would definitely be one too, no doubt. But to be able to come back from that adversity of having that cut, the blood dripping in your eye, can y'all talk a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, this cut, if you think about it, I'm thinking of like a dirty fighter who got cut like that. And only thing that could remind me of just on the spot was when Lennox Lewis fought Klitschko Vitali. And remember, Klitschko was rocking him, and then he got that cut, and Lennox, once he saw the cut, he was digging them braids in the cut to kind of open it, so and they stopped it. So
yeah,
for Serrano to still come back and still put her foot and stand her ground, you know, saying, and still throw, it shows you how much heart she has. I honestly thought they were going to stop that fight. I thought it was going to be it.
I thought they would too. Yeah, I really thought they were going to. I was like, please don't stop it. Please don't stop it. She's up in the cards. She's up in the cards. Please don't stop it.
Yeah.
Well, what Chris says the judges don't lie, but then he says Katie won, so I'm not sure why he's contradicting himself.
You keep it, Chris. You keep it up. I'm gonna throw some seasoning in, and then Katie Taylor's cabinet. You keep it up and put some seasoning salt on there. We'll wreck her day. All right? Chill out.
In her what is it called? The cottage pie or whatever.
Yeah, shepherd's pie. I'm gonna throw some adobos. I'm gonna throw some sazon at her and see what happens.
I love shepherd's pie for real though. Angel says he would rather have 3 minutes. Now we know that Serrano has been proactive about trying to make women the same as men. Cubber D, a lot of people already know your opinion, but not the new crowd. Tell everybody what you think, and Skywalker as well, please.
Oh yeah, she went 3 minutes, but the WBC wouldn't honor it, so it wasn't for all of her belts down in Florida. She's the first woman to do that. But yeah, women, she did 3 minutes.
Yeah, she went 3 minutes on MVP already. I think she's fought 2 fights with 3-minute rounds, and she's all about it. She thinks that women need that extra minute to put that work in. You know what I mean? That it's.
And what do you think? Do you agree with
that?
They
only get 2 minutes, so it's not enough. You know that they be hurting their opponents, and it's only 2 minutes, and they've recovered.
It's 3 minutes. I mean 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
That is one thing I would agree with. Obviously, is because boxing is such a strategic, such strategy that you need the extra time sometimes in order to be able to figure out your opponent, feel them out, stuff like that. But honestly, I'm looking at those rounds and the action, and I'm like, make the men's 2 minutes too, and just have them bash each other in for like, wow. Pause. Have them just go at it for like 2 minutes. You know what? Let me just keep it.
Think about it like this. Back then, when Mike Tyson used to fight, we would always talk about Christy Martin being on the undercard doing her thing. Now you got Mike Tyson again and Jake Paul, and what do we talk about mostly? Because we know about the main shit. We're talking about the women fighting. So it's kind of like a weird 360 on things. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
They kind of got something like what you're saying, but it's only 1 round, 3 minutes. It's Team Combat League, and they go in there and they got to go all out. They don't got time. There's no fill out.
There's like 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 in the same ring, and you could just hit anybody.
It's like but each fight goes. It's 1 round. Every fighter fights another fighter in a round, and the next fight comes on right away, bro. It's like fight after fight after fight, but 1 round.
Oh, that sounds so. It's like a gauntlet. It's like a gauntlet. That's awesome. Wait, but have y'all seen the other ones where it's like 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 in the same ring, and they're just like, and you can hit anybody? Yo, you might get messed up, son, if you're not watching in the right direction.
I hate seeing those 2-on-2s or 2 girls fight a guy in Russian MMA. I'm like, what is this? Like the girls, like two hot girls fighting I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that.
This big old fat dude, like the girls fighting. I was like, what is the point of this? Get this out of here.
It's legal domestic assault.
Yeah, dude look like a little bunch of Kingpin from Spider-Man. Like,